Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Woohoo, boy. Sorry I'm late, everybody. Today's my birthday. I was having dinner with my parents, my kids, my wife. And you know what? Because I'm old, I decided to have a second piece of cake. And then my son kept saying, Do you know what time it is? I kept saying, No. And then finally he said, It's 5 minutes to 7. And that was a sign for me to get a move on. But I will say I've got the setup down pretty quick now. I walked the house at 7:01 and it is 7:07. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I mean, there might not even be anybody out there. And if there isn't, that's totally cool. I don't put this, I put the show on to reach people, obviously, but it ain't no problem, if everyone's got other things to do. I'm cool, I'm easy. But let's see what I can do here. Let's play a couple songs. And just so we're clear, today's Thursday. It's May 21, the year of our 2020. For those, some people are looking to write 2020 off altogether. I don't blame you. I still think we're going to have some things happen here later in the year. I don't know what they are. But you know what? Here's the song. I wasn't even looking for the song. And then I realized, you know what? As a planet, I will say, man, this thing happened for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but everything happens for a reason. I'm not talking in a Christian, godly kind of way. I'm talking in a spiritual kind of universal way. It is what it is. Things happen as they were intended to happen. Not fate, but everything's moving in a straight line towards tomorrow. And here we are in 2020 dealing with the reopening-ish of the world and certainly still quarantining for those of you who still need to. We're still basically living the same life we were 2 weeks ago. We're still living that same life. We haven't stepped out into restaurants to go party. First of all, because I don't feel like doing that. Second thing is, everything's been going great as it is. Why would I fuck that up by doing something stupid? Anyway, but the point of that story was, you are where you are. We are collectively where we are because for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but this song is called "You Are." It's called "Where You Are," and it's because you are where you are because that's where you're supposed to be. This is not the way you planned it, growing up in Indiana, but small towns can hardly hold big dreams. Oh, and the city lights are unforgiving, and it's hot enough just to make a living, and the years roll by like an unrelenting stream. Oh, now you are where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. You are where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. I know this is not the end. Yes, it's the place where you begin. And that's right where you are. Hey, that's where you gotta be. Oh yeah, you're working all them double shifts and you still can't pay that stack of bills. Life just seems to take more than it gives. Oh, when a Monday comes just a little quicker and the week just seems to last forever. And this can't be what it really means to live. Oh, but you are where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. Oh, you are where you are, where you gotta be. Oh yeah, this is not the end. It's a place where you begin. And that's right where you are, that's where you gotta be. Now everyone goes through it. There ain't really nothing to it. Yeah, just remember to keep on breathing. 'Cause you are where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. Yeah, you are where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. Yeah. And now this is not the end. It's a place where you begin, and that's right where you are. Yeah, that's right where you are. Oh, that's right where you are, where you are, where you gotta be. Yeah, where you gotta be. That's right where you gotta be. All right, all right, all right. I'm working on a full stomach. You might ask yourself, John, what did you have for your birthday dinner? I'll tell you, I had Mexican food. You know why? Because I love beans and rice. With beans and rice, chips, guac, queso. I put a little tofu in there because I don't feel like eating steak or chicken. Sometimes you just had enough of meat, you know? And then I don't know about if y'all are familiar with a little thing called dough bears cake. Look it up. Dough bears cake. Dough bears. Bears is Berge, I think. Dough bears. Doberge, I think. Don't quote me on that. Dough bears cake. It's been my cake of choice since I was a kid. You know why? Because it's fucking awesome. That's why. And so I had to have 2 slices of that. And of course, there's, 3/4 of the cake still left. So I'll be eating that for a while. So if I balloon up over the next few days, you'll know why. Let's see here. This is the things that really matter. Not that I need to speak of it, but everyone gets a year older on their birthday, and I really just don't care. I will say that if I could choose to be any age again, I would probably pick 29, 30, 31, 32, maybe 33, somewhere in that window. Old enough to be not a complete total idiot anymore, and young enough to not have back pain, hip pain, and the general nuisances that come with trying to stay active as you age. Okay, here we go. What is the song called? The Things That Really Matter. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Honestly, seriously, I'm looking at the title, and I have no fucking clue how the song goes. I'm literally reading the title, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's cool. I have no idea how the song goes. And then it came to me. Let's see. Now, boy. All people running around, acting all uptight, like there's a party and they didn't get the invite. Buying this and selling that, acting up to the hole. But you can't put a price on saving your soul. None of that matters, ooh, none of that matters. Don't waste your time on things that fade. None of that matters, ooh, none of that matters. It ain't gonna matter when you're rotting in your grave. Yeah, we FaceTime on the book, hope the Instagram, tribute distractions like dogs doing a dance. Shopping while we wait, feeling every second, disconnected from our bodies and our minds are all fake. None of that matters, ooh, none of that matters. Don't waste your time on things that fade. None of that matters, ooh, none of that matters. It ain't gonna matter when you're rotting in your grave. It's not about the stuff we have or millionaire while it ain't matter out. It's just about family and friends. Those are the things that really matter. till we pass up, smoking on the storm, living number, and you come to new norm. When this whole world gets digitized, splattered, come back to those that love you. Come back to those that love you. Come back to those that love you. None of that matters. None of that matters. Don't waste your time on things that fade. None of that matters. None of that matters. It ain't gonna matter when you're riding in your none of that matters, yeah. None of that matters, yeah. None of that matters. Oh, it ain't gonna matter when you're riding in your grave. Something like that. The things that really matter. Yeah, so tonight's all basically probably going to be the newer songs. I think the last night, I can't even remember yesterday, quite frankly. We did watch the rest of the Michael Jordan, the Bulls thing, The Last Dance. That was my vintage. I watched that team. And, yep, that was the real deal. Real deal. What's this next song called? Ch-ch-ch-ch-chada. Also, for those of you in the East Coast, maybe somewhere in Massachusetts, you might confuse this with ch-ch-ch-ch-chowder. Not chowder. No. Chatter. Like when you turn on the news. Like when you turn on the news, and after a few minutes, you're like, wait, all I hear is blah, 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 ch-ch-ch-ch-chatter. There you go. In case you're wondering where this song came from. Okay. This is... That's so fast, I guess. Yeah. You gotta shut your mouth, open your ears. You just never know what you might hear. I know it's loud when everybody lies. You got no heart, you can't open your mind. Memes and tweets, talking 24/7. It's monetized, but new address is self-expression. Unless you disconnect, you ain't got no choice. News alert, flash mob, ticket date noise. It's all blah blah blah, chatter, blah blah blah, splash 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 splatter, blah blah blah. But jabber, talking so much, it's just chatter. Redundant pundits flapping their gums between ads for Viagra and extra strength Tums. Diet pills and that numbing medication were all bombarded by constant execration. Blah blah blah, chatter, blah blah blah, splatter, blah blah blah. Jabber, they're talking so much, it's chatter. Oh yeah, we've gotten to the point where the idiot's rule, and the only voice you hear is the loudest fool. That's right, it's all blah blah blah, chatter, blah blah blah, splatter, blah blah blah. Jabber, talking so much, it's just blah blah blah, chatter, blah blah blah, rhetorical splatter, blah blah blah, jabber, talking so much, it's just chatter, chatter. Yeah, all right. Honestly, like I said, you got to play the songs a bunch of times to see how they feel, to see how they ride, to see how how they come out of your mouth, how they come out of the guitar. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's how we'll do this. We'll do these next two. What the hell? I did the other ones. I think the other night. Uh, well, I joined the choir when I was in the fifth grade. St. Paul's Episcopal Choir, Baltimore, Maryland, where my family was living at the time. I was in that choir for fifth, sixth, seventh grade. We left before my eighth grade year. Came back to New Orleans, but that was my first gig. I love that gig. Man, we were like a working band. We rehearsed every morning before school. The younger boys, it was an all male choir, all boys school, and so the sopranos and altos practiced every morning for half an hour before school, and then Thursdays for 3 hours after school, the whole choir would practice, and then of course we had our gigs on Sundays. It was a full-time job for I don't know, 10-year-old, and I tell you what, man, I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I loved everything about it. I didn't really care about the church service so much, but of course I listened and I got confirmed and I did some of the things that I was supposed to do in church. But mostly I was there for the tunes, man. That was fun. It was fun opening your mouth and singing and having 40 other people sing, make a lot of noise and big pipe organ in the church. Sounded so cool. Anyway, so since then, it's always been a part of me. And this song is about that. The song is called No Plan B. Writing these real guitar kind of songs, some of these guitar-y, not jazz, not piano songs, just guitar songs. Like a guitar and a song have never steered me wrong. Playing campfires and drinking, singing our favorite songs from sweaty, dingy diamonds, festivals and backyards. If I die chasing these dreams, it'll be life well lived by far. Ain't got no B plan, no C, no D plan. Can't change my purpose, can't change who I am. This is my reason to be, son. No matter where I land, hell, I ain't got no B plan. I'm hell-bent for music, no bullshit or excuses. I put up with the pain, scrapes, bumps, and bruises. And when the gig don't pay a dime, and I'm almost deaf and blind, I'll still be picking in the sun, 'cause it's always just felt right. Ain't got no B plan, no C, no D plan. Can't change my purpose, I can't change what I am. This is my reason, all my reason to be, son. No matter where I land, oh, I ain't got no B plan. I guess that it's official, I'm officially fact. But it's a hell of a lot better than going in and punching the clock. Ain't got no B plan, no C, no D plan. This is my purpose, can't change what I am. This is my reason, all my reason to be, son. No matter where I land, I ain't got no B plan. No matter where I land, I ain't got no B plan. No matter where I land, I ain't got no B plan. There it is. Oh, songs like that remind me. This song and really a couple of my newer songs are starting to remind me of my folky youth. So I grew up on Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, Simon and Garfunkel, uh, Pete Seeger, Jim Croce. Uh, Them's was my peoples. I grew up on that music. That's what my parents were listening to, and back then, 400 years ago, you basically listen to whatever your parents listen to. My kids have a whole different world. share shit online all the time. If somebody hears a tune they like, and the next thing you know, every one of their friends has it downloaded on their phone. Different era. But anyway, these songs like that remind me of that kind of time. So I've got a couple more I'll do here. Oh wait, should I had one all lined up? That's right. It was this one. I played this last night out on the porch. I do my Wednesdays and Saturday gigs outside for the neighbors. They seem to really like it. Last night was a great crowd on a Wednesday night. The local, my neighborhood email sent out a blast about what I've been doing out there for the last, I don't know, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, and people seem to dig it. Anyway, there's people that like this song. I don't know why. I wrote it a little while ago, and it just got kind of reborn, and I've been playing it, and people kind of dig it. It's an old timey sort of vibe. So let's see what happens here. Oh, her eyes in the moon made the gentleman swoon. Yeah, they felt right through their seats, like absinthe through a spoon. Her walk like a choir, full of passion and desire. She was rose petal satin, and everyone dreamed about cherry Manhattan. Yeah, she paraded right through town in her mink and ball gown, stilettos and cigarettes. She melted the whole place right down. She was supple, she was ease, she was a warm breeze through the trees. How they'd wink in passing, they all dreamed of cherry Manhattan. Ah, but oh, wasn't she lonely? Porcelain doll in a case, and her bed she'd cry if only someone would just ask her on a date. And one day she was gone, like the last note of a song. Ah, the melody lingers, yeah, but the chords have all moved along. She only wanted to dance, and no one took the chance. Was it something they imagined? Or this dream they all called Cherry Manhattan? Yeah, this dream they all called Cherry Manhattan. Nice, perfect timing. A little bell goes off right at the end of that song. I think I'll do one more. Call it a night. Again, my name is Jon Roniger. You've been tuned into the Quarantine Sessions. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in on Facebook, that means you liked Jon Roniger, the Good for Nothing band page. Thank you so much. Really trying to build that audience and constantly putting cool stuff out there. And there's some cool stuff coming down the pipe here in a little bit. And what are we going to do here? What's the last song going to be? You know what? I'm going to butcher the chords of this one again, but I'm going to sing the castration song because I think it's the perfect birthday number. The song is called The Last Castrati. And I'm sure if you don't know about the castrati, please look them up. Basically, when the church discovered you can sing like an angel, they removed your testicles so that your voice would remain thus. As an ex-choir member, it makes me very happy for two things. One, I must not have sung that well. I wasn't that good. And two, I'm glad to have another birthday with my jewels. They've been with me since day one, or whenever. I don't remember when they joined me in this fight. But we've been good friends really since the day we met, and I'm happy they're still with me. and we're passing another birthday. There it is. The last of the Castrati. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining me on my birthday show. The show when I've done no songs about birthdays of any kind. But if your friends ask you, be like, what did you do tonight? Well, I listened to a birthday show and he sang a song about the castrati. It brought joy to my heart to know that I wasn't one. Oh, the Sistine Chapel Choir posted signs, boys were high, singing like an angel was all that was required. In struts Alessandro, flaunting his falsetto, oh, a little snip and tuck. Now he's the lead soprano and the last of the castrati. Sits alone, teabagging his biscotti. He's reminiscing on them Jews. He's a ride without a spool. His infamy gonna live on, no, but not he. He is the last of the castrati. See, at the height of his reign, he held international fame. For his soaring arias, everybody came. Now Morris is freak than a dream of fetish queens. Yeah, romance singing, I see it as cool as it seems. And the last of the castrati sits alone, teabagging his biscotti. He's reminiscing on them Jews, just a ride without a spool. Once he sang with the likes of Pavarotti. Oh, now he's just the last of the castrati. So make sure you read the fine print on that job application, 'cause a bag of ice and a steady gig will never ease castration, yeah. Bag of ice and a steady gig, it ain't worth it. Oh, and the last of the castrati sits alone, teabagging his biscotti. He's reminiscing on them Jews, just a ride without a spool. Once he was considered Illuminati. Oh, now he's just the last of the castrati. Oh, he's the last of the castrati. He's the last of the castrati. I might be able to hit a higher note, but I doubt it. And I'm totally cool with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Quarantine Sessions. My name is Jon Roniger. Thank you so much for listening. One day, the Good for Nothing Band will return, and there will be joy in the hearts of peoples. Until then, it's just little old me. Thank you for joining me so much every night, 7 p.m., right here from New Orleans, live via the Interstreams. Have a great night, y'all. Sorry you caught me in my casual wear. I didn't want to be any later than it already is. Mm-hmm.